Hi, post-prod Ian here. Things have just escalated very quickly kasi I was supposed to just upload yung latest video ko regarding sa local politics plus yung doon sa nangyayari sa Ukraine. But things have gone south after I finished rendering that video, so I had no choice but to upload it and made a disclaimer dun sa description box. So it's just, I'm just speechless with what's happening with Ukraine right now. And nakakadismaya din na ang mga kababayan natin ay wala masyadong pakialam pagdating sa geopolitics. As I mentioned in the previous video, parang mas sila, sobrang localized na nangyari sa kanila, parang sobrang fino-focus nila sa local issues, and sinasabi nila na wala naman kami pakialam dyan, bahala kayo dyan, iboboto ko pa rin tong taong to. The thing is, one of the factors that I am looking for in the top job is their response or their strategy or their foreign policy as well as their geopolitical knowledge about things. We can talk shit about Clarita Carlos regarding her historical not really revisionism but more of historical distortionism, historical distortionism. But we have to give her credit regarding geopolitics, and basically she's one of the top resource persons regarding geopolitics in the Philippine academe, if not the only person who is capable enough or credible enough regarding geopolitics. Ngayon mga kababayan, as we all know, things happen, and marami na rin nag-upload. Prior to this escalating very quickly, only I and Nico David have tackled this in our own videos, and parang yung ibang mga content creators wala. I mean, they don't have any say, or sa sobrang bilis na mga pangyayari, hindi sila makapagawa ng mga videos regarding sa nangyayari sa Ukraine. Besides, napakakonti lang daw ng mga tao, mga Filipino na nandun sa Ukraine, and aanhin namin yun, napakalayo nun. Mga kababayan, maapektuhan din tayo dahil sa may langis may petroleum ang Ukraine, and karamihan sa mga sakahan doon ay puro trigo, basically pinanggagalingan ng harina, at ang harina ang isa sa mga staple or isa sa mga primary ingredients ng tinapay, and because of that our bread our consumption of bread and petroleum for our cars, basically our fuel and our cars fuel would very much be would have a very significant effect in our consumption, in our fuel, in our human fuel consumption and in automobile fuel consumption. So that's basically my take on that. Ngayon mga kababayan, I don't know if there would be other Filipino YouTubers who would give a damn regarding geopolitics, but I guess it's about time na maging aware din ng mga kababayan natin regarding geopolitics, kasi this shit is real. And if this doesn't de-escalate soon, it might become World War III. It's so bad that the Pope even had to make an appeal to the whole Catholic Church, and let me read it to you. In full. Thus, this is the appeal of Pope Francis to all Catholics. My heart aches greatly at the worsening situation in Ukraine. Despite the diplomatic efforts of the last few weeks, increasingly alarming scenarios are opening up. Like me, many people all over the world are feeling anguish and concern. Once again, the peace of all is threatened by partisan interests. I would like to appeal to those with political responsibility to examine their consciences seriously before God, who is the God of peace and not of war, who is the Father of all, not just of some, who wants us to be brothers and not enemies. I pray that all the parties involved refrain from any action that would cause even more suffering to the people, destabilizing coexistence between nations and bringing international law into disrepute. And now I would like to appeal to everyone, believers and non-believers alike. Jesus taught us that the diabolical senselessness of violence is answered with God's weapons, with prayer and fasting. I invite everyone to make the next second March on Ash Wednesday a day of fasting for peace. I encourage believers in a special way to dedicate themselves intensely to prayer and fasting on that day. May the Queen of Peace preserve the world from the madness of war. And that is the appeal of the Pope to the faithful and to the non-believers. My say on this is that it's about time that the Pope and all of the bishops would reconsecrate or renew their consecration to Russia in specific, for the consecration of Russia in specific and of the world in general. So I guess that's all that I have to say at this point. With all that said, this is Intrepid Ian reminding you to, at all times, now more than ever, be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Until then, look alive, stay alive, pray, make sacrifices, and for the love of everything that is holy, plead for peace, whether you believe in a divine being or not. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Ian out.